Bloom's taxonomy is a hierarchy of cognitive processes which was put together in the late 1950s by a group of American educators, psychologists and administrators. Benjamin Bloom chaired the series of sessions and then edited the volume that was released containing the taxonomy. The taxonomy delineates cognitive processes into a hierarchy of mastery. So as you move up the levels, so each process is more complex than the last. Level 1 is knowledge, level 2 is comprehension, level 3 is application, level 4 is analysis, level 5 is synthesis, and level 6 is evaluation. That was the original taxonomy. In 2001, Kratvol et al. Produced some further analysis which suggested swapping round the top two levels. Kratvol had actually been part of the original group who put together the taxonomy. This 2001 research suggested that you could swap evaluation and synthesis, and that creating something might be judged as a more complex task than assessing it. I don't think this matters too much for us in the classroom. I think what we can say when we're using Bloom's taxonomy is that the top two levels, evaluation and synthesis, are always the most complex cognitive processes. Whether we put one above the other or vice versa, I don't think it matters too much. Because this is a taxonomy of mastery, we can feel confident that as we move students up the taxonomy, so they are gaining a greater degree of mastery over the content that they're engaging with. And we can also feel confident that as we move up the taxonomy, so we're challenging students to a greater degree. For example, we might use Bloom's taxonomy to structure our questioning, or to underpin activities, or a whole sequence of lessons. And in so doing, we can move up or down in response to the needs of the students in front of us. With that said, it's important to remember that Bloom's taxonomy isn't appropriate for every single area of the curriculum. In some practical areas, for example, a taxonomy of the psychomotor domain is going to be more appropriate. However, Bloom's taxonomy does retain its efficacy for a vast majority of the curriculum. And in fact, a huge percentage of the assessments that students sit during the course of their school career, the mark schemes are underpinned by the taxonomy. So it's a really powerful tool to use for framing lessons, framing questions, framing objectives and activities. And we can feel confident that when we take students up the taxonomy, so we're taking them up to an increasing level of mastery. Golden nugget. Bloom's taxonomy is a hierarchy of interconnected cognitive processes.